Thank you for joining us. So you've come a long way. Can you tell us why you're in Westminster today?
The All-Parliamentary Group on Catalonia in Westminster has invited us, the Catalan National Assembly, to explain the situation right now in Catalonia, the vulneration of fundamental rights that is taking place in Catalonia and Spain.
So you're the current president of the Catalan National Assembly. Now the former president of the Catalan National Assembly currently sits in prison. What do you think about his imprisonment and why is he there?
The former president of the Catalan National Assembly is in jail without bail for 7 months now, preventive jail. He's accused of rebellion for having contributed to the organization of not the organization, but to having participated in the referendum of the 1st of October in Catalonia, in his quality of president of the Catalan National Assembly that was organizing demonstrations and that was mobilizing and organizing the Yes campaign. So it is absolutely false. He's accused of crimes he's never committed because everything was done peacefully, and rebellion is a crime that requires violence. And no violence was produced on the independentist camp in October in Catalonia.
So you mentioned violence. Now when the referendum election was happening, we saw a lot of violence on the TV screen. What do you think about the heavy-handed nature of the Spanish state in that time?
The only violence was the violence produced by the Spanish police and ordered by the Spanish government against peaceful people that were only trying to vote in a referendum to express their opinion, to decide on the political future of their nation, of their people, Catalonia, such as exactly as the Scottish had done 3 years ago. So that shows an authoritarian transformation of the Spanish state and a very low quality of its democracy.
Now, of course, Spain has got a new prime minister. Is he somebody that you could work with?
Not really. It is true that the former president is the maximum responsible of everything that has happened, of all the political repression in Catalonia, and of the opposing to the right of self-determination. But the new president, the socialist, was an ally of the former president, so he agreed on banning the referendum, he agreed on applying the direct rule, and he agreed on the political repression and the jailing of the political leaders in Catalonia. So we are not very hopeful of a real change in the political situation.
So the Catalan movement for independence really gained traction in 2010 due to certain political conditions. Now, if those political conditions were addressed, do you think there'd no longer be a need for an independent Catalan state?
I think that what is not going to change is the need to respect self-determination right. This is a strong desire of Catalan society to be recognized as a people that has the capacity to decide. And then the capacity to decide on independence is we as independentists is what we defend, and we have a majority for independence, not a very strong majority, but a majority for independence up to now. Any possibility of dialogue, of negotiation, has to recognize self-determination right.
It seems that you don't see a future for Catalan in the Spanish Federation and the Spanish state. Why is that?
Because there's incapacity to recognize Catalonia as a nation, to recognize self-determination, and to accept us as a political subject. And with this incapacity, I think there's no future at all. I don't know whether we are going to be independent in the next months or in the next years, but it will happen. Because structurally, Spain has decided not to be a real plurinational state.
So what's next? What's next for the Catalan National Assembly and what's next for the independence movement?
Now we will have the trial in Madrid in autumn, and in this trial they are accused of these crimes of rebellion, and they are going to be asked for many years of jail, and this is absolutely intolerable. So we will try to make the people around the world know what is happening with this trial, and try to get the most of it, to sensibilize the international public opinion on the injustice of what is going to happen with this trial. And this is the first thing in our agenda. And then we will keep mobilizing for independence, because the Catalan National Assembly was founded in 2012 with a single objective, is to help to contribute to get independence for our country, for our nation, Catalonia. So on the 11th of September, we will have again a demonstration for the Catalan Republic, a demonstration in favor of independence in the streets of Barcelona. And we will continue campaigning for independence peacefully and democratically.
And my final question, some people worry that an independent Catalan state will be a full-fledged member of NATO and just another European imperialist power. Is that fair? What would an independent Catalan state look like?
Well, it's a little bit, it's going to be different from Spain, because it's not a former imperial colonizer, no? So the fact of having being oppressed, I think, will make a new actor in the international world that will be more sensitive to the struggle of small nations and a world based on justice and not on force.